Today I'm visiting 3 unique neighborhoods in the Tanque Verde area to give you some insight into what these neighborhoods look like and what's currently for sale in each neighborhood. So stick with me as we explore Tanque Verde, one of Tucson's top suburbs. If you're new to this channel and want to learn everything from A to Z about living in Tucson, AZ, then click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so we can keep you updated on the current market in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, I'm Dustin Smith. My wife Jennifer and I have helped hundreds of people just like you move to and from Tucson, Arizona. So whether you're planning on moving in 12 days, 12 weeks, or 12 months, we got you covered. Give us a call, shoot us a text or an email, and we'll help you make that smooth move to Tucson. So I'm currently over here at Agua Caliente, which is a beautiful park in the Tanque Verde area. I thought it would be a great place to start today's video before we go check out some beautiful neighborhoods and talk about a few beautiful homes that are currently for sale right now. So you might be wondering what people love about the Tanque Verde area, and a big part of this is going to be the space of the area. Another big thing is going to be the mountains that surround the area. So we're kind of tucked next to the Rincon Mountains and the Catalina Mountains. So you have some beautiful views off to the east, off to the north. And actually, depending on where you're at in the suburb, if you're far enough east in the Tanque Verde area, you'll actually have some mountains that wrap around 3 sides of the home there too. A lot of hills in the area, a lot of unique properties. This used to be mainly ranch area, and it was one of those suburbs that people originally moved to, if they loved, horseback riding or just having some extra elbow room. So you'll see that things in general over here are a little more spread apart. So Tanque Verde is in close proximity to a lot of the everyday needs that you'll have. So you're not too far away from grocery stores, some fantastic restaurants, and you're also pretty close to the Catalina foothills. So that's well known for having some of Tucson's most luxurious shopping and restaurants. So overall, just, another beautiful area right there. And a lot of people are actually picking Tanque Verde over Catalina foothills these days, just because there's so much more room out here with access to all those Catalina foothills amenities. So most of the benefits of the Catalina foothills, except a little bit further drive to some different areas located within the city. So right now there's currently 71 homes for sale in the Tanque Verde area. Those are going to range in price from $415,000 up to $3,295,000 for an 8,300 square foot, beautiful estate type property. So now that you know a little bit about, what's going on in the Tanque Verde market right now, let's go check out a few of these homes. We're going to start in the $900,000 price range and work our way up from there, because I really wanted to show you guys some special neighborhoods in the area today. So let's go. First home and neighborhood we're visiting is over in Agua Caliente Ranch Estates. So this is a smaller subdivision, 46 home subdivision, some older homes in here in the 70s, and then there's some stuff there they only built in this last few years, so kind of filling in the spaces, a lot of open land nearby. And one of the big draws of this one, besides Tanque Verde just being beautiful, you're a 5-minute walk away from Agua Caliente Park. If you can see those palm trees off in the background right there, that's Agua Caliente. So you'll be driving past it on your way home every day. So for an example of what's currently for sale here, we have this beautiful home behind me listed with Oliver Realty at $949,900. That's going to give you a home that was built in 1976 with 3,555 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2-car garage. You have horse facilities, you have a pool, you have a pond. I mean, the 3.3 acres of beautiful desert. The desert around this area is some of the most vibrant and lively desert that you'll see in the Tucson area. You have these beautiful mesquite trees, of course, the famous saguaros all around here, prickly pear, jumping cholla, all of the best that the desert has to offer, and some awesome wildlife that comes with that as well. So that's the outside of the home. When you go inside of the home, you have that beautiful design that continues in there. You have saltillo tiles, you have a U-shaped kitchen, just a lot of Southwest designs right here. You're really kind of embracing the Tucson style and lifestyle, as a lot of people see it when they visit Tucson, and a lot of people, who live here really feel like it's the most resembling of what Tucson style is. So got a couple more neighborhoods to show you, a couple more homes to talk about. Let's keep looking around. Let's have some fun. Next neighborhood I got for you is something truly special. I'm over here at Reddington Ranch right here. So this is another kind of smaller subdivision. So there's 67 properties within the subdivision. And I do not believe that every one of the properties has actually been developed yet. You know, a lot of times when people are buying a home in a neighborhood like this or a property in a neighborhood like this, they'll also scoop up the neighboring property to help control the development on that, prevent development, or maybe they have long-term plans to, you know, build a home for a family member or something right there. So this neighborhood definitely has some awesome features. So a home I was looking at listed in here, they mentioned that the HOA fee is about $173 a month. And with that, of course, being a gated community right here, you also have horse facilities in there. You have a pool. You actually have a private pond and tennis ball courts, basketball court. So overall, the HOA is getting a lot done for how small of a community is at that $173 a month price point on there. To give you an example of what's currently for sale in here, I found a beautiful home listed with Long Realty at $1,195,000. So the home was built in 1995, 3,612 square foot with 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. That home is going to be sitting on a hilltop that actually overlooks the city of Tucson, giving you some great city views as well as the mountain views that are all around us over here in the Reddington area. Inside the home, you do have saltillo tiles, exposed wood viga beams in the home. Overall, just absolutely stunning, gorgeous, lots of property. And Reddington just happens to be one of my favorite places in the greater Tucson area, if not one of my favorite places in the world. There's a lot going on here, especially when you kind of look at the rest of Tucson in general. There's a lot of beauty over here. You have all those saguaros. You have these great big mountains in the area. The Catalinas and the Rincons, I believe, are the most beautiful mountain ranges in the Tucson area. So you're living right up against those and enjoying that. You get good rains and monsoons. Some of the rock faces actually turn into waterfalls, channeling water through here, creating the more lush type desert. It's just absolutely stunning in the area. Also great for recreation. There's a bunch, I can go on and on about this, but definitely great for hiking. Areas with waterfalls, you know, where people go cliff jumping. Some of Tucson's best 4x4 trails in here if you're into four-wheeling. Down Reddington Road, you got Chiva Falls over there. A lot of the Tucson community with their Jeeps, they're gonna go down there regularly, have a ton of fun. So like I said, I can go on and on about that. We actually do have other videos about the Tanque Verde area where we dive a little bit more into what the Tanque Verde area has to offer. Just kind of wanted to, do something a little bit faster for you today and show you a few neighborhoods and what's for sale in the area. So got one more awesome neighborhood, one more awesome area to show you today. So let's roll. All right, final neighborhood of the day. Last but not least, I'm over here on Mira Vista Estates. Now, I picked this neighborhood out simply because it is the last neighborhood before you head up the Catalina Highway up to Mount Lemmon. And really the homes in this neighborhood are just amazing. As you start headed up the mountain right there, you're looking back towards the city. You're looking back towards these beautiful homes in here that are just really, built into the landscape. Some of them up against like cliff sides, just really eye-catching custom architecture that really just stands out among anything else in the Tucson area. And really, if you live right here, you are living right up against the Catalina Mountains, just staring at those beautiful Catalinas right there, and quick access to go up Mount Lemmon and enjoy everything that Mount Lemmon has to offer. In fact, this neighborhood right here is going to have some amazing city views in it, and you don't have to live in the neighborhood just to enjoy that. There's a great lookout point about 10 to 15 minutes up the mountain. I believe it's called Dog Pull Off. People might correct me if I'm wrong on that. Jennifer and I always call it Bad Dog Pull Off because it's kind of what the sign reads, and it's just a little bit of dry humor that we have. I don't know, we're parents, so it's dad jokes. So yeah, this neighborhood right here, for about $117 a month on the HOA, you have this gorgeous entry gate. You have some walking trails through the community. All the homes in here are going to be on acreage, and it is another one of those smaller neighborhoods. So there's about 23 homes in the neighborhood. So less to support that infrastructure, which is, why you have the higher monthly, without having the things like the pool and the pond and all that wild stuff that comes with it that we saw over in Redington Ranch. So in this area, there's a lot of million and multi-million dollar homes. So I kind of wanted to give you an example of what's going to happen when you're at the base of Mount Lemmon, ready to go up the Catalina Highway, enjoying some of the best that Tucson has to offer, or Tanque Verde has to offer, getting into that real luxury market. So the listing that I picked out for you guys just happens to be with my brokerage, a couple other agents at my brokerage. We're working on trying to actually do a video tour of that to bring you on a future video. That way you can actually walk through the home with us and we can point out some of our favorite, features of the property and just show you what it looks like to be in a $2,250,000 property right here at the base of Mount Lemmon. The L-shaped home is going to have 5,260 square foot of living space, including the 910 square foot guest home. You'll be sitting on 3.39 acres with over 1,600 square foot of covered patio to enjoy that outdoor space. You have a 50-foot lap pool with a spa. More ways to enjoy that as you're overlooking the city of Tucson, seeing those lights, especially in the evening, and enjoying some world-class sunsets out there. Sunsets in Tucson, I say, are unbeatable compared to anything else I've ever seen before. Just something, the way that our dust hits the sky, turns the sky pink on many occasions. Nothing's better than that, especially when we hit monsoon season. Inside the home, you're gonna walk into 20-foot cathedral ceilings. Everywhere you look, you're gonna have these beautiful stone accents and wood accents, wood slats in the ceiling, beautiful custom granite countertops in the kitchen with Viking appliances. Everything has been extremely well planned and thought out, carefully designed to just make this home stand out as one of the best luxury homes currently for sale on the Tucson market. So I hope you guys have enjoyed exploring the Tanque Verde area and checking out some of these gorgeous homes and neighborhoods with me today. Hopefully you enjoyed, watching the video as much as I did making it. Maybe not, but if you did like the video, make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Click subscribe, tap that bell for notifications, and we'll keep you updated on the current market in Tucson, Arizona. And of course, if you or someone you know is thinking about moving to or from Tucson, Arizona, we'd love to be the ones to help you out. Give us a call, shoot us a text or an email. We'll help you make that smooth move to Tucson. If you have any questions about today's property, throw them in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. What kind of questions you have. You can also reach out to us directly on those matters as well. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.